3, 2, go.
Hello everyone, very good evening to all, and a very warm welcome to everyone present here, and a heartfelt gratitude on this evening of the second season of Success Series. Let's all welcome together a star of the evening, Mr. Praveen Kamble. He has got a 13 years plus experience, and he has done his post graduation in food science in Assam University, and he has worked with IIT Gandhinagar, Chalwakers, and Black Panthers Club and Hospital. And he's a more a spiritual person, and he always thinks emotion affects the working of human body. So once again, let's welcome Mr. Praveen Kamble for this super evening. And let's all hear from him about his success story. And over to Rupinder now.
Thank you, madam.
So much, Swapna. Good evening, Praveen sir. Very warm welcome to you.
Good evening, everyone.
So tell us about your success story, how you are feeling to be here, a part of season 2 success series.
Yeah, I'm feeling very nice over here on this platform. Being a holistic nutrition coach, it gives immense pleasure to handle the client on the patient's face. It gives means it success. Hello, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Okay. Your video is freeze, but you are audible. Okay. Now we can see you.
Okay. So, being in this field for last 13 years, I have seen many patients. So most of the patients are coming to me for weight loss. Okay, most of them are suffering with obesity, and just before 1 year, before joining the HNTP, I was working through a dietetics principle, which are we are learning through learning in the university or dietetics courses. So I was looking at the patient through their suffering, through their symptoms, and planning the diet according to the symptoms. Whatever the guidelines we were learning through the dietetics courses, accordingly I used to plan. So they are getting pretty much result. But after including the holistic principles, holistic tools, I could unlock the energy of mind. Means much of the things are there suppressed under the mind. So when we bring that things out of the mind of those clients, they becomes very free. They becomes light because they are unaware about how does mind affect their health, right? So through learning these techniques in HNTP, I could manage to bring the healing into the patients, bring the healing to the people's lives. And for this, I would like to thank Dr. Suresh sir. It is a wonderful thing which is he has brought into the nutrition field, and many dietitians are getting benefited out of this course, and many holistic nutrition coaches are bringing change in the people's lives. And this is a wonderful course, madam. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir, for this brief, what you told about your glimpse of your journey, like from starting and after you entered the HNTP, how you healed your patients.
Yes.
That's really beautiful. Thank you so much. Swapna ma'am?
Yes. So we would love to hear from you what success is to you. How do you rate success? What is that one thing which you feel that makes you you have succeeded?
Yeah, a wonderful question, madam. Success for me is like whatever the principle I have been learning through these throughout these years, through dietetics courses or through the HNTP courses. When I am implementing those principles into my practice, and when I see the changes in the people's lives or patients' lives, and when I am seeing the smiles on their face, so that smile is a great success for me. And this is possible only because of this the tools we are which I am using from the holistic nutrition. Okay, so I am very grateful for these tools.
Thank you so much for this wonderful response. And now, Rupinder.
Okay, sir. So, as you told us about the tools that you are using on your patients, so before going to clients or patients, I would like to ask you which tools you used for your transformation. Like after getting into HNTP training program, which tools transformed you into such an amazing person? We would like to hear that from you first.
Okay. um, Actually, previously I used to think like tubular vision. Okay, we learned this principle, tubular vision, in our HNTP. So uh, whatever I used to learn through dietetics course or whichever course, I used to go literally, letter by letter. That, whoa, this is mentioned in this course like this. I need to go through this way. Okay, but after coming to the HNTP, my view got broadened. So there are many ways to accomplish the things. There is no single way. So I started thinking in that way. Suppose a person come to me with high blood pressure. Previously, I used to see him with the symptoms. Oh, he's having a blood pressure, so he might be taking a lot of salt or under stress, or might be his diet is imbalanced. That was the idea of mine previously. But when after using these principles, I started looking into the cause of the cause. Like only salt is not making the difference in the blood pressure. Only stress is not making the change in the that particular person's body. So apart from this, there are various factors which are bringing change in their lives, like the environment in which he lives, the life, the way he is carrying his life, that might be affecting his health. Like we have learned the 7 areas of life, right? So any one area can affect the health. So we cannot say that only because of food he is suffering with these symptoms or with this disease. That is wrong. So we have to balance his life. We need to see a person as a person, a whole organic, right? We should not see that person like doctor say, like many doctors says with symptoms. Like this particular person has particular symptoms, so they treat symptomatically. But as a holistic nutrition coach, we need to see all the spectrum of life, because only one way we are not going to bring up the life. There are many factors which are working underneath, so we need to bring those factors into focus and work on that. So many people are unaware about these factors. They are suffering with ignorance. Why? Because they did not get exposure of means they did not understand that beyond the pain there is certain factors which are working underneath the pain, and that factors are responsible for this pain. They cannot think on that part. But as a holistic nutrition coach, we need to think on that part. Okay, because that is the cause of the cause. Once that cause is been removed, then whatever the symptoms are manifesting on the body, it will get dissolved. So that is the way I started working with after joining this HNTP.
Okay, thank you so much, sir. Even while I read about you in your bio, it also said that thoughts, food we eat, and surrounding everything affects. So you are just implementing everything, like preaching the things you say.
Yeah,
Thank you for
yeah.
giving this glimpse of your transformation things which made you such an amazing holistic nutrition coach. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, sir. And sir, the
And
next question is, yes. So, the transformation tools which you used on yourself, you told, but is there any story or any case which you would like to discuss, which initially came to you and you thought, this is next to impossible, how I'm going to deal with this? And that miraculous story of any of your client you would like to tell us and inspire us all from the thousands of cases you healed. We
yeah,
would love to.
many cases are like that, but I would like to share one case out of those. A person came to me with obesity. He was having around 95 kg weight. Okay. So before approaching me, he had followed many guidelines which are available on the internet, and he seek the help of his friends also. But he was able to reduce only 3 to 4 kg of weight. So beyond that, he was not able to go. Then he approached me through his friend, and he called me up and asked, "Can you reduce my weight?" I said, "Yeah, definitely. This is my work, and I'm working in this area since last 13 years. So why not?" So we met. So our meeting went on around 1.5 to 2 hours. I tried to learn from his life. I tried to know his life. Apart from food habits, medical history, his all the 7 factors of life I tried to understand. So he was very well stable in economics, means financially well settled. Every area was fine. There was no problem. But I found the problem in emotional area. Why? Because previous year, means 1 year before he got married, and after 12 months he got divorced. So what he was thinking, that divorce happened because of his wife, and he was thinking that his wife has deceived him. So this thought process went on his mind, and that created uh, stress, that created depression in his mind. Okay. So because of that depression, he developed insecurity kind of thing, and because of insecurity, fat started accumulating in his body. But he was very much resistant to leave this thought process. He was thinking that because of his wife, this happens. When I explained him the anatomy of thought, which we learned in HNTP, means what are thoughts? Is it a real thing or just an illusion? So I explained him like thought is a neutral kind of thing. It has no energy, but it get energized only when you attach to it with certain emotionality. When you attach your emotions, it get energized, and those kind of energized thought will affect your health anyway. So it's up to you whether
Yeah.
you want to affect
Uh,
your health, or you want to get out of this dilemma. So convinced he convinced by this explanation, he got an idea that because of this I'm suffering. So he agreed to follow whatever I am instructing. So from next week, he started following the diet plan. So in first week, he could reduce only 300 gram. So after seeing the result, he called me up and was saying only 300 gram loss, sir. So I said, don't worry. Have faith in the process and have faith in the diet plan. You don't take doubt in the process. So he accept that, and blindly he follow that diet plan, and whatever the instruction I had given to him, he followed it very religiously. And from the next week onwards, he started reducing 1 kg per week. 1 kg, sometimes 1200 gram, sometimes 900 gram. And at the end of 3 months, he could reduce around 11 kg. So he achieved his target, right? Though he was very much reluctant to reduce the leave that thought process, but when I convinced him, because of this is happening, so he got convinced and he achieved what he wanted to achieve. So this was the wonderful case from which I learned that the faith, to build up the faith between dietitian and client is very much important if we want to have a better result.
Yes, sir. Thank
Hello.
you so much for sharing. And I would like to ask how much time it took you to get him to his desired result. How much months it took?
3 months. 3 months, madam.
Wow.
In
And
3 months,
how
he
much?
reduced around
Mhm.
11 kg.
Wow. And how much like time you took to like convince him and he opened up with you? So how much time it took? Like how much sessions?
First day he opened out very much because it took around 1.5 or to 2 hours to explain each and everything to him. How does things appears? Whatever appears in front of us, is it real or just an illusion? I have explained each and everything, whichever whatever we have learned in the HNTP, and that person got convinced. Yes, these are the things which are responsible for the reality, and reality what we are saying is not actually real. So the reality which we are seeing, this is deceiving, not my, not the wife. What the thought process was going on, not that thought process is deceiving, but the reality what he is perceiving as a real, that reality is deceiving. So he got convinced and got very positive result.
Thank you so much, sir. So now, after such a beautiful case you told us, so I would like to ask you, like you are telling us so much about thought processes and things. So any books or any lectures from like Dr. Suresh lecture which you go whenever you like meet a client, you first go and read that book or that go through that lecture, like your kind of Bible thing, it gives you energy, that kind of thing. We would like
Yes,
to know about those things.
yes. Whenever I go through the videos of Dr. Suresh sir, each and every time I learned something new. So might be I have went through the video around 3 to 4 times or many times. So the sir suggested me to read the book The Power of Now, which I read it in last month. It was a wonderful book. Means the Eckhart Tolle, who is the author of that book, has written wonderfully and in very simple language. And I would suggest each and every dietitian or holistic nutrition coach or whoever are there who are dealing with the health should go through this, because each and every concept related to health, mind, and human behavior is well explained. Once we learn those techniques from that book, means how does the phenomena get manifested, what are the components of and what are the components which are working underneath the reality which we are perceiving. When we learn those things, we are very much confident to deliver that information to the client, and once that client get convinced, we get assured result. So I would suggest to go through this book to all the dietitian. The wonderful book, and a similar kind of book is there, Keepers of Kal Chakra. In Keepers of Kal Chakra, concept that is every particle in the universe has antiparticle has explained very nicely. So that book is also very good.
There's a quantum entanglement wala part in that book. I recently read that book, Keepers of Kal Chakra.
Yeah, Keepers of Kal Chakra, right? It's a wonderful book. Means once you hold the book, you don't want to leave it. You want to complete it fully. So that much hold that book has. It's wonderfully written.
Yes, sir.
And quantum entanglement, sir, has explained in our quantum physics lectures. Like if we consider, if we see the electron, which is having a negative charge, is antiparticle is there in the existence, maybe in far distance, which is called the positron, and having a positive charge. So maybe this is the game of the nature which is trying to balance the energy, because without positive and energy charge, the energy is not going to produce, right? So I think it is the balance of the nature. Without darkness, there is no light. Without light, there is no darkness.
Sir, you got muted.
There we cannot conceive the concept of dark with a black, right? So these are means contrast, but very much correlated, right? So dark and light, black and white, day and night, mind and matter goes together. It is the two sides of the same coin. We cannot separate it. So when we see wholly, we have to see the both side. Then only we can see the thing holistically.
Yes, sir, you very beautifully explained. I can remember some glimpse of the book.
Yeah, yeah.
Yin and Yang, Shiva and Shakti, and everything
Yes.
is like kind of clear now. Remembrance.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you.
Swapna ma'am, over to you.
Yeah. So, sir, what would you consider to be the turning point in your life?
What do I consider a turning point of my life?
Yes.
Right? This is the question. Okay. Uh, I would give a full means what I can say. So after coming to the HNTP, I started thinking differently. Differently means my thinking pattern has got broadened. I started thinking in different view, not single view, not two view, any different views. Any by any way we can accomplish the things. That's what I learned in here. And after thinking in different angles, we are able to discern the things, what is right and what is wrong. If we go one way, so that thing may be correct for us, but for other people, it may be wrong. So from that perspective also we have to see. So whatever we are seeing with respect of our concept, whatever we have learned. Through that we are seeing. So it may be wrong for others because their concept is different. Their learning is different. They are seeing with their concept. But actually, truth is different. It has no concept. If we see uh, the water, it is a crystal clear. It has no color. But when you add color into it, that water becomes that color. So mind is like this. So I have added the color of HNTP and changed my mind. And it is grasping a very beautiful concept and coloring my life. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Praveen sir.
Thank you, Praveen sir. It was like listening to you is like you are writing a poem, and like water just got transformed to some other color, and that's all. Wow, great. So, how was your college life, sir? I mean, when if I see for myself, if I say, I were so many places at so many, in so many companies in my college also, I was the only male person. So, if
Mhm.
I am talking about this decade after 2010, it's very rare to see a male dietitian. But
Yes.
what was that at your times? Were you the only dietitian in your all class or in your college, or there was some other male dietitians as
No, I took admission for graduation in 2002. No, sorry, 2001. Okay. So that college has started giving admission to the boys 1 year before. Means from 2001, they have started giving admission to the boys. So in my batch, we were around 5 boys and many girls. The majority was of girls. So initially, the university students were looking with different mindset. Means these boys are going to cook something beautiful in home science. So they are looking with that perspective. But after means in agriculture university, they got to know that home science is not only related to food, means cooking. There are many means other department also, like human development, food science and nutrition, clothing and textile. So they started giving respect. Means after knowing the details of that course, but initially it was tough to manage in the university. But once we started taking participation in the cultural program on the university level or intercollege level, then we started establishing our recognition. People started to recognize, oh, these people are studying in the home science. So in home science, also boys are getting admission. So in this way, we were the brand ambassador of that college. So many students from the next year, many students have taken the admission, and now I think 10 to 15 students are there who was doing graduation, boys. It was wonderful days.
Oh, great. So it's like being ideal person for other people, for other males, to be a dietitian and taking admission in home science, right? Great, great, sir. Yeah, Sapna ma'am, over to you.
So you being a spiritual person, so how do you see life spiritually?
Life, if I see life spiritually, or once I listen the video of Osho also, what he says, life is neutral. Life has no meaning. You have to bring the meaning to the life. Like life is a crystal clear water. Okay, it has no color. Like just 2 minutes before I shared the things, it is like a crystal clear water. Whichever color you add into it, the life will turn to that color. So it's up to us which color we want to give to our life. It will not happen automatically, right? So we need to bring some meaning to the life. Meaning automatically won't come. That I can share.
Thank you so much for the uh, meaning you gave for spiritual in life. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Now over to Pinder.
Okay. Sir, I would like to ask you a question. Like, when you know you're gonna meet a client, a new client is coming to meet you. So, how you re-energize your energy? Is there some mantra you chant, or you close your eyes? Like, what you actually do? Some kind of
Actually,
conditioning or thing.
no, I don't do chanting or anything. I just sit quietly before entering, before asking patient to come in. I just uh, give attention to my breathing, whether I am available here and whether I am present. So after giving attention to the breathing, I know just I am breathing in, I am breathing out, I am present here. Once I convinced, I ask patient to come in. So once you are present there, then you are handling that patient with your full presence. Your presence is most important because he is coming with the pain. And if you are not present there, you are thinking something different, your thought process, and you are communicating with that patient, then that energy is not going to change. They are not going to bring the change into the life of that patient. So when you are completely present to that moment, then only you are able to perceive the pain of that patient. And we are not different from that patient. We are one and same, the same feeling. When we are feeling similar kind of pain, we are also experiencing the pain. When we start thinking that way, the compassion arises. Oh, this person is not different from me. Then I should treat him as I want me to treat, right? So automatically those things comes up, and we start treating that patient or client very compassionately. And once your compassion overflow, that patient can receive that patient can perceive your presence, and automatically he feel a sense of relaxation, a sense of certain kind of relief. This way I handle the patient.
Wow. Thank you so much, sir. This is a great tip for our students, for even we people who are practicing. Thank you
Yeah.
so much for sharing. And as you said, energy speaks louder than words, you know. We
Yes.
can't
Yes.
fake it. Yes, yes.
Yes. Yes. That's
Thank you
true.
so much. Harsh, over to you. Next question.
Yeah, okay, sir. So this question is about the latest what do we say? Latest subject, quantum physics. So how would you explain it to others that what is the difference between Newtonian physics and the quantum physics?
Okay. Newtonian physics was classical physics, right? So what Newtonian physics tells us, it explains about the measurement. It gives explanation about the macro object in the universe. It can calculate speed, it can calculate distance, it can measure each and everything. But when we enter into the quantum mechanics or into the quantum physics, there you cannot have certainty about the motion of the particle or their position of the subatomic particle. There is uncertainty. We cannot be certain. So, in quantum physics or quantum mechanics, scientists are telling that there is only probability. Anything can happen. There is a possibility of anything, but we cannot predict that this particular thing is going to happen. So, this is a quantum field. Means in quantum field, every possibility is there. So, only thing is that whatever you want to manifest, you want to gather those constructive building blocks, and you will be able to manifest the thing which you want it to, right? So in quantum level, we can energize the atom and can take the quantum leap. When you enter into the meditation also, when you then what happens, you stop your wavering mind wandering here and there, right? You are bringing your whole focus to a single object. So all the energy of mind is concentrating on a single particular point. So that way you are bringing peace to the mind, because the mind's nature is to waver here and there, wander here and there. So in wandering, it is losing its energy. But when you are concentrating at a single point, you are preserving your energy. So after meditation, you will feel energized. In the same way, when an electron is revolving in particular orbit, when that electron get heat or any form of energy, it can shift its orbit to another. It can change its orbit. So this is the phenomena. It's totally dependent on the energy, right? So energy is the most important factor here.
So can we say that or can we conclude that the mathematics given by Einstein and the mathematics given by Ramanujan are on a different fields. It could be like Newtonian physics or the quantum physics. Is it like this?
Both are speaking about the quantum physics. Einstein
Okay.
Einstein told about the these antiparticles. Whatever the particles are there in the universe, they have antiparticles. So for that concept, he was telling that there is a spooky phenomena at the distance. Okay, this way he explained.
Okay.
So Ramanujan also has uh, put certain questions in the universe. So those are difficult questions. Till now, nobody has solved it.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, over to you, Sapnaji.
Thanks for the explanation, Praveen ji. And my question now is, generally we do the creative visualization, or rather I would put it this way: I do a lot of creative visualization. That whenever a client comes to me, I always think that they get relieved of their pain and they are happy. And have you ever done this creative visualization that you will get so much of success? and you will be in this Success Series season 2.
Yeah, once I visualize this, but on my client also I do these things, and this actually have effect on the client also, because it is the energy. Energy has no border of the distance. Okay, it can transfer from this distance to several kilometers distance in a fraction of second. It transfer in the speed with the speed of light, right? So once we create the intention of compassion about our client, so it really matters. It affect. It has effect on their health also. So it gives benefit. Thank you.
Thank you.
So, sir, now Success Series season 2. So, where you see yourself in coming 5 years? So, what are your visualizing, and what are your goals for that thing? Like in coming next 5 years, what do you expect life to gift you?
Visualization. I want to be a healer. Okay, we cannot heal the patients that what we learned in this course, but we are bringing healing to their life. So, what are the component? Which component are bringing healing to the life? I want to know all those factors. I want to sharpen my faculties of knowledge, and I want to grasp as much as possible in this field. I want to go in higher and higher level. I cannot bind myself to that level or that level, but I will keep on going.
So, kind of, we can say becoming the best version in all the 7 areas of your life, so that
Yeah,
you can
becoming
give
better.
your best to your
Becoming
clients.
better.
Hmm.
Every time we would be better. There is no perfection. There is a betterment.
Yes.
Progressive.
Okay. Thank you so much, Harsh.
Thank you.
Okay, so I hope we are done with all the questions, right, Rupinder? Or just the last one?
Yes, the last one, the key takeaways from sir.
Yes, sir. The key takeaways from you for all the coaches and the students and the general public. So it's like, what do you want to say to all people, that what are the things they need to change, or your key takeaways from your success or from your life?
Are you asking me?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Uh, the knowledge is like an ocean, a big ocean. We need to take deep into it and absorb how whatever the quantity you want to absorb, because knowledge is like a light. A light gives freedom. We need to that knowledge, acquire knowledge related to mind, because mind is a root cause of all illnesses. So when we learn things about the mind, its mechanism, then only we are able to bring the healing in the people's lives. So one should acquire this kind of knowledge and start bringing the change in the humans' lives. That's what I can speak.
Okay, so now I can say that what so about the conclusion or a review about this is that you are a very poetic person, and you are talking about that that ocean, deepness of the ocean, okay, of ocean of the knowledge, right, and the rainbow of life. So it's like rainbow is there over the ocean. So when you have a deep ocean of knowledge, you can bring colors to your rainbow in your life, right, sir?
Yes, 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 yes. Absolutely right.
Okay, great, great. So thank you very much, Praveen sir. Yeah, Rupinder
Thank
and
you.
yeah, Sapna ji, over to you.
Swapna ma'am.
Thank you so much for all the knowledge which you have imparted today to every one of us. And my heartfelt gratitude that I am able to attend this session. And thank you so much, Praveenji.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me on this platform. This is a great chance for me to explore my ideas in front of the public. Thank you so much, and I am very grateful to Dr. Suresh sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, Praveenji. And that part, what you said about water go, like whatever color you put in, like that
Yeah,
was amazing. Like it's
yeah,
and basically like life is what we make it.
yeah.
It's in it's what we do with it. It was very like such an amazing time to have you with us and learn from you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, madam.
Thank you so much, Praveen sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
So we can have last words from
From
sir,
Dr. Suresh. Yes, sir.
sir or Prasanna ma'am and Neelam ma'am, any one of them.
That's a wonderful knowledge sharing, Praveen. And I am really proud the way you explained certain key concepts. It's very new. And thank you very much for the
Thank
session.
you.
And I wish you all the best and wish you more success. Okay.
Thank you so much, sir.
So we are going to stop the live another 10 seconds. Okay. YouTube, you can stay back here.